försöker just nu.
Just nu känns det som
Fuck, jag ville bara spela. Okay, stream is apparently over. I didn't think it was over. We're still people wanting to play things, but someone, not saying Mossberg, destroyed everything. Yeah.
But we're back?
Not the match cam. Because the match cam, no.
Behöver ni Metcam? Det är bättre än en kamera som är här. Den kameran var nyss är ju helt grym. Eller?
Tack.
Där, går den lägga av. Den kameran var nyss var ju helt grym, eller?
Ja, kameran på hela alltihopa?
Ja, det är okej.
Kör.
Ja. Ska du intervjua någon så är det väl bättre att ha den kameran än att ha kamera på någon spelplats.
Vi kanske spelar mer Magic. Så.
Ja, men just nu va. Ja, det var inte så svårt att fixa.
So, we're back. Every camera's working now and everything. Mossberg was just sort of douche, but still not.
No, Mossberg wanted to have a really close...
He wanted to have a deep discussion about the deep state. And don't ever expect the deep state. The Illuminati is everywhere. Mossberg is nowhere. And that's why. He was going to tell us where. And that's when internet dies. I have no idea why. But that's just what happens.
So
Well,
you
we
are
have
the...
a question here. Can Mossberg interview them both? What do we say about that?
No. I'm going to win an interview, and then I'm going. And then, for the viewers, after the winner interview, we'll keep this camera rolling because people are going to drink beer and play, and we are going to play. I'm going to play on cam after this.
And we are going to comment.
Yeah, no, sorry.
I guess we're all waiting for that.
Albert.
We're all waiting for Gordon to play online. Are we not? Yeah.
Fucking jävla bra jobb. Alltså på riktigt. Så jävla bra. Mossberg. Så otroligt bra. Alltså. Det är därför jag hoppade in och också gjorde någon en värld. Det är det jag försöker säga. Det är därför jag försöker men det är därför jag försöker jag ser inte det som jag försöker göra det till här. Ja, hörni, en trippelgram. Jag tycker vi tre var jättebra. Just det, de behöver den där. Ja, men kom.
One question, Gordon. Are these streams, is it possible are they online as video or something?
We will see.
That would be awesome.
We'll
I would
see.
like to see the games again.
Yeah, we'll see. Twitch has been more than been a bit evil. Okay, here I am, and this guy here, I have no idea who he is. This is some stupid fucking guy. I met him for the first time like 3 years ago, a stupid fucking tournament where I played to play against Richard Garfield. And I didn't get to play against him. because I lost in the final. But somewhere in between, I had some strange German guy. I don't know. I think his name was like Albert.
Hi guys,
And I think you're the guy.
I am the guy exactly. I'm
And-
so exhausted. I can tell
This is
you.
like 2.5 years later.
Exactly.
You're at n00bcon in Sweden
This is my
for the
third.
second time.
Today it's my third time.
What?
I've been here the last 2 years actually.
I
You
don't
know,
know
what,
if
you know what? That the first time I've been here 2 years ago, I had the 9th place due to opponents.
I thought it was last year.
No, it
was
was
that-
2 years ago.
Oh,
Last
God
year I had
damn, time goes fast.
last year I was like place 16 or 17, I suppose.
Yeah. So
But the 9th place was
last
devastating.
year you won the 9th place card.
No, it
was that 2 years
I
ago?
didn't get any card for
No,
it.
2
Not
years
even
ago.
the 9th. 2 years ago, I didn't win anything. That was so sad. I mean, 9th place. I
So,
always wanted to be in the top.
This
8.
is your third n00bcon
This is my third n00bcon. Yeah, indeed.
and your first top 8,
And my first top 8.
and this top 8 was not just the top 8.
Not really.
Or was it?
Not really.
What happened in top 8?
You know what? I told myself like the hardest game is the entry to top 8, which is
Yeah.
the last round. I think it's
The
awesome.
7th round.
I think it's awesome not to drawing, like
Yeah.
not be to be able
Allowing
to draw
draws is
intentional.
like-
This is shit. This is for noobs. Like
Like
so, the
n00bcon.
last round was probably one of the most intense, where I thought like, oh my god, like top 8 is something I want to reach, and everything after, but the final would be I don't care about, you know. So in the final now, this was even worse because I played against one of probably of the most famous and best old school players from Sweden.
Like in the finals.
He was, yeah. I
Do
mean,
you know who?
I played against the Sylvan safekeeper. That's sick.
Like Olle is not just of old school player.
I know. The world champ,
He
former
was-
world champ. I know.
he was
He's
famous-
Hall of Fame, right? That's
He's
so
all,
sick.
he was famous as the best player in the world
I
before
know.
John Finkel even arrived at the map.
Exactly.
Like John Finkel is the name everyone knows. Like one of the best player ever. Olle is before Finkel.
I know. He's a legend. Like, and
Well,
I've seen him playing. He won so many tournaments, and he's like, I was so nervous during the finals playing against him. Really.
You will not you will not outplay him.
Yeah, exactly.
You will have the better deck or the better draws.
Exactly. That's the point.
Sorry
I knew,
to say,
I knew.
you
I know.
are a great player.
He's a much better player. That's why I thought like when I enter the finals, the match is about 50-50. As
Yeah.
long as nobody draws like Mind Twist or Library, let's say, those two broken silver bullets.
Yeah,
It's almost 50-50. I tested it a lot with Patrick.
yeah. And
My
I talked to Olle before he went away as well. I said the
Which means,
matchup
like,
is probably 50-50.
I would say I'm very experienced playing against Blue Red. Let's say I tested it
because
a
you
lot.
play against Patrick or
My sideboard is like I think like what won the most today are the 2 city in a bottles. Like I have a special tech where I bought sideboard out all my 4 Serendipity Fritz,
yeah.
and I
Oh, you
play
played
with,
them.
and
I
play
didn't
with
think
city
you
in a
played
bottle.
them.
Yeah, no, I play 4 Serendips actually, and whenever
Because I thought your playing base was
no.
for Lions and for Saras.
I just want to state that I have an unpublished blog post which I did for the New Year's update. When I had like Q&A, people asked me, and I was like, "Who is gonna win n00bcon?" I was like, "Albanauta will probably win it." And I didn't publish it because I hate Q&A things, and this was weird, and you weren't even qualified at that point. But yeah, you will probably win this motherfucker.
So look at the camera. I won some money for him. Like
Yeah.
he had a bet on me, and I'm
half
happy.
a year ago, 300 crowns. I was like, yeah. So he will eventually qualify, and he will win. I'm sure of it.
That's all.
I would never bet against it.
No, like
Because this is 3 years we've played in the same tournaments.
And you know, you're like
I've-
Olorada is a pretty good player. I would
I
say.
He's fantastic. I mean,
He knows how to tap Mama.
And he has 5 Pro Tour top 8s. He's won Invitational. He's won the Player of the Year. He's won like Pro Tours and Grand Prix and everything there is to
He's
won.
in the first Hall of Fame class
Yeah.
ever.
And he has a giant shark already, so we can assume that he's good at old school. So it's not an easy end boss you're facing.
exactly. I mean, I knew basically that if I won, like, I could just do it with the Varines. Like, the matchup is 50-50. My opponent is better than myself, although I would say I'm pretty experienced. And, like, to be honest, like, during this year, I was a former The Deck player. And I was
What?
I got
I've
pissed off.
never seen.
You know, I got pissed off playing the deck because it annoys me, and I built up my own deck like 2 years ago. And when I came here 2 years ago, I played the Lions deck. I don't know if you remember me.
Yeah, I remember.
I played it when play testing the Thursday before the main event. I played against you and against Kalle, and it went pretty well when testing. But I really never gave it a try because I thought like the deck is the best probably. So I played it for a couple of times. And this year I started to play the Lions deck in, like, it's my 3rd big tournament where I play it. The first one I was in the finals of 86 players at Fish Liver Cup. The second time it was
And
Nebraska's
that's a
War.
qualifier.
In Nebraska's War, it was like 74 players. I was second as well. So this time I thought in the finals, oh my fucking god, like 3-time finalist, and my heart will be broken. But this time I have to win. Like, it's the most important tournament of all of them. And now 2 times being finalist, I want to win this thing, you know?
Because the first time we put you on camera today, I was like, okay. The people around me say he's playing the deck because Albaloter, he is a spy. We talk shit about you on stream. So much shit about you.
Thank you for all. Thank you for all.
We just say you are a spy because you can't deny that. You are a spy. You want to win.
Yes.
You're not. I'll play any fucking card because I like it.
Yeah.
You want to win.
No, it's
And
pretty
that's-
much both. You know, when
You
started,
play old school because you like
I
it.
wanted to win here. Let's say when I think a nice thing about old school is that it's not about prizes. It's not about like competition. But here, not too much. At least maybe in Italy it is. But
Oh,
like
yeah.
usually it's not too
But
much.
you're here as an Italian
But
player.
here for the n00bcon, like it's not about price. It's about you want to win.
It's
Like,
war.
here you want to be the
Yeah,
champion.
but many people don't even think that. But Italian team,
Sorry.
Ciao.
are you playing the Hovet Turnering tomorrow?
Okay.
Are you playing tomorrow?
No, tomorrow. No, we go 5 years.
Ciao.
Bye bye.
Ciao.
You know, this
So-
was my biggest dream when I started playing old school a couple of years ago. It was my biggest dream to win this event 1 year. At some point in my life, I never thought that this would be real, and
Yeah.
I
But
still
I
didn't
re-
really realize that.
I
it
remember
became real,
talking
you
to
know?
you at Nebraska's 2015. We're like, yeah, we just started, and blah, blah, blah. I had this, and now you're here. You won.
And now you're goddamn world champion.
You're
Oh
the
my
pro
fucking god.
And I mean, like,
And
champion.
the first foreign one, right?
Yeah.
The
foreign one.
first,
And
you're
there
historic.
have been like qualifier tournaments for this all over the world. So it's not like the noob world championship. This is like the proper world championship. And you are the goddamn world champion.
Oh my!
Yeah.
And you know
and
what?
the
And you will always
first
be-
non-Swede.
Yeah, the first one.
He's
And it's-
fucking.
For me, you know, the best thing is that I did it with my
hate
own
you.
build deck. Like,
Yeah.
I did it
Yeah.
with my own brood deck. I like tested
Yeah.
it so much. I played it first blue-white, and when I added the 2 black cards and
Yeah,
like
man,
it's my I tested it a
always
shitload of
the 2
times.
black cards.
No, like I tested it at least like I can't tell you how many hours I tested it, and I always changed 2 or 3 cards. Then I tried something new, and I would say the list I play now is pretty perfect.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like I did it with my own deck. I didn't play the deck or blue-red or anything else. Like,
And
I'm so excited
as
about it.
I was going to say, I didn't get there. The first time you were on cam this evening, like Alban Lawyer.
Against Chermak.
Yeah.
It was against
Yeah, that was the
Brasser.
first.
That was a tight match. Oh my
That
god.
was
That was
that was
That
an
was fucking tight.
amazing match. That was a long match.
I would love to see those on video if it's possible.
It
I
will
hope we'll save them.
Yeah, as long as Twitch doesn't fuck up everything, they will be on YouTube. But
That sounds
no,
good.
when you did that, like the first we had a discussion here in the sofa. I'm like, okay, this Amlor, he loves to win. He is a spike. He will play to win. But so we had this, and the chat and like Alban will play the deck, and I like, yeah, but.
And then
He-
we played your 7 lives. We're like,
He,
okay, 7
no,
yeah.
I said he didn't do it. Fish Liver Cup. He didn't play the deck Fish Liver Cup. So I'm not actually sure that he is doing it because it went pretty well there,
Exactly.
and we had a discussion about it, and it like,
Gordon is horribly drunk, so we can't keep his eyes open.
if
But
are you playing the deck or not was actually a discussion. And then you showed us, here's Sven Lion, everybody, he's not playing like. And you went from here to here for at least half our viewers.
so one of the more interesting
Because
questions.
you
So, like,
played.
first, like,
Can we show your deck?
You're horribly drunk, Gordon. I don't know what's.
Here's the
I'm
card.
gonna play anti with the.
let's put it here. This is my main card. Like,
Yeah.
I played it many years ago when nobody played it. And that's the fun thing. I always thought this creature is absolutely fantastic because you have a lack of 1 creatures. You have a lack of 1 casting cost creatures. And basically it's like it wins almost all the games. That's so it's really like I thought I want to build something around
But
it.
main deck creatures, how is it?
I have a 4 Savannah Lions, 4 Serendips, 2 Serras in the main, 1 Serra in the sideboard,
Okay.
and 4 factories. That's it basically.
So,
One question before I leave. So, is there any card that you feel should be restricted or unrestricted?
To be honest, like you have to
the Swedish band.
you have to make a difference between playing balanced and competitive and playing for fun. Like if
But you
I
are
would
a
say-
competitive
I would say in terms of balancing, the card which should be restricted for sure is the Mishra's Factory, but they probably will never do it. I think it would create a whole new format because every card which is played in every fucking single deck basically is too strong. That's it, you know? And the Mishra's Factory is played in like 99% of all decks or 95%. And that's why it's too strong. I understand that people like the synergy and they have 4 winter factories or the 4 seasons or whatever, you know. But this is probably the most broken card, and I recognized also today, like, I had a board of like a factory at 2 lines and whatever, and I just couldn't attack because the opponent had 1 single factory for like 5 or 6 rounds. Like, let's say in terms of balancing, the factory is the biggest issue in my opinion.
If we cut the factory out of the loop, then what's the second card?
Let's say
That's harder. That's harder.
like they're obviously always the silver bullets, Mind Twist and Library, but you won't ban cards. Probably in my
No,
opinion.
we're talking restriction, not bans.
Exactly. Restrictions like what definitely should not be banned in my opinion is City in a Bottle.
Restrictions.
Restricted.
Gordon, let
No
him-
restriction for City in a Bottle, okay? No restriction because it's a card like Blood Moon, which is in my opinion needed in the format for people not to be too greedy, you know? Because like Blood Moon is needed, else everybody would play a full set of duels playing 4 or 5 color. And the same is true for City in a Bottle, because else everybody would overplay the Arabian Night creatures, leaving less space for other stuff, you know? which means city in a bottle. The possibility of having city in a bottle like creates more variance, in my opinion. You know?
Do you have an opinion on Jamie 2 or Strip Mine? Because you've been playing a lot of the deck.
In my opinion, the deck is still a little too strong. It's already
How
in a
to
good
get it down then?
It's already in a good spot with 4 black vice unrestricted. It would probably not be the right thing to unrestrict strip mine, in my opinion, because you hurt all the decks without 5 Moxen, in my opinion, a lot more than every the deck or everything else, because you basically can't color screw him with the strip mine. It's basically a hard screw in most cases if you play more than one, in my opinion. Even one is already critical in many situations, you know. And like I lost a round today, where the only round in Swiss I lost was where I had the basic planes. My opponent placed the single strip mine on the planes and then follow up Blood Moon. I was totally fucked up, you know. And that's where I've seen also a single strip mine is way too strong.
I play blue-red.
Do you have any opinion on Jamie 2?
I think like the question is the deck is still too strong, especially with 3 Abyss main. It's very devastating. It creates boring games. And I can say that as deck player who played for 2.5 years the deck myself. And probably you have to think which cards, if you want to leave the Mishra's Factory and you don't ban Library or Mind Twist, which cards you could restrict at all.
Yeah.
Which are
that
typical.
Is the question
Basically,
now.
it's just a
Which?
Jame Tome. It's just a Jame Tome. It wouldn't cripple the deck.
So that is the card. You
What
can't
should
ban
it be?
cards. You can't ban cards. You can't restrict factory.
Of course,
Which
it's not,
is the next choice.
You can never
No, but
you
your
can restrict,
choice.
You can restrict.
Yeah,
factory,
but
of
your
course.
choice. If you can't restrict factory or ban cards,
What
what
is left?
card?
I mean, what is left is staple. You can't restrict disenchant. You can't restrict swords. You can't restrict counter spells. These are the only staples. Else, everything is played just one time. You know. What is left? Just the Jame Tome. It's the only possibility to try to nerf it a little, and then you could follow up and see if.
But if you think that the deck is the best deck, why didn't you play it?
Because it's fucking boring.
But you won the World Championship, and you had like proper the deck players with Pro Tour experience
Yeah.
playing in the deck that didn't win.
Well, like let's say I didn't win with the deck, but like I've seen, I had plenty top 8s with the deck. Like I wouldn't say it was because of the deck. I was pretty, I don't know. I mean, this deck I play now is a little more like a fringe deck, which is good in the actual meta, you know. I think it's a meta deck, which in this meta might be better even than the deck in some cases, but overall probably the deck is still a little too strong, you know.
But we didn't see any of the decks in top 4, for example.
Yeah, but that was like
Did you have one in the top
that was
8?
not because of them. Usually I see at least 2 or 3 of the decks in the top 8 in
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, but like
we have any?
That
here
might be.
because people come to win at NoobCon more than other places. So we usually have a few of the decks in the top 8, but now like many of the pro players who come here haven't played the deck this year. So I'm uncertain if we need to restrict the JB too.
Kalle
Yeah, but
didn't play
what
the deck.
what do you have else? Like
Olle
in my
didn't
opinion,
play the deck.
in my opinion, the Mishra's
Alban
Factory should be
didn't play
restricted.
the deck. Andreas didn't play the deck. Valero, I don't know.
No, he has Atok. He has
Atog, Simon,
Sam played the deck. Yeah.
the deck. Ben didn't play the deck. Carl didn't play the deck.
So
We had won the deck in top
But you
8.
know what? It was like I've seen at least 5 or 6 other the Dex players in the last round. Like they just lost the last round. It
Yeah.
could have been Varines, you know. Like
absolutely.
On the first 5 tables, there were like 5 the deck players, but they either played against each other or they like lost the last round. So it might have been just Varines. In my opinion, from playtesting, the deck is in a better spot than it was before, but it's
So-
still slightly too good.
So if we want to make the deck a little bit worse, what
No.
would you do
You have
to
to-
the
You have 2 options.
No,
I
okay.
don't think that's
No
it.
way.
Okay, so
Okay,
here's
I'll
best
change the
no,
question.
No, the question I want to hear before I go and play for anti, because I'm gonna play for proper anti. is if you would be the dictator and change the ban restrict list.
Yes.
What would you do?
I would definitely choose Mishra's Factory.
Okay.
Because it creates a whole new format.
Ban or restrict?
Yet,
No,
restrict,
you can't ban
restrict.
cards.
Of
Gordon,
course
you're
restrict.
too drunk. Restrict.
Restrict, of course, you know?
It's important to ask.
Yeah. I mean, one factory...
He's German.
The problem is that the deck can build the whole thing around Mishra's Factory because they don't need a proper winning condition, you know? Even if you're forced to play, let's say, with Sarah, Angels and Mode, it's still another deck and it's weaker. The interaction is bigger, you know, because you can't play just removal and restricted cards and then at turn 25 you win with your factories attacking 3 times in a row. That's not so nice, you know. I mean, I think you could allow much more windows for creatures like White Knight, Black Knight, everything like which is difficult to play because one factory blocks it totally, you know, and that sucks. Like, I mean, for me the format would be totally different if you take out the factory. It would be like, the problem is with old school you can't allow new sets. In my opinion, allowing Fallen Empires, the other set, would destroy the format. It's not so nice. It wouldn't add something needed, but you can do it through restrictions.
As a mind game.
From the world champion, we have restricted Mishra's Factory.
Yes.
I will take that into consideration.
If you don't do it, you can restrict.
But
the
I
same
want
deck
him
on
to
the
do. I want him to do
Would
a
you want to
mindfuck.
unrestrict something?
Yeah, like I talked to Kalle Nord. I played him against him in the first round, and I was like, I won again 2-1 against him, and we talked about it. I would agree that recall is a pretty safe unrestriction because it might help some fringe deck, but it doesn't do anything big, you know. Like recall probably.
So
is a
all
safe-
you guys, buy all the recalls. It might get unrestricted.
You might. I don't
and
know.
sell your factories.
Probably a pretty safe unrestriction, but I don't know. It could be the Mishra's Workshop, but it's a question of money as well.
Exactly, but this is why I ask Magnus. Can I ask one question here before you bite me? Because you have two things that is quite like, if you can restrict factory, what would be the next card, and recall unrestricted, what would be the next card?
After a
Because
recall.
those cards are more hard to choose. What would be the next card to
problematic card?
unrestrict? And after restricting factory, what would be the next card
To restrict
I mean,
or
to
unrestrict?
restrict?
to be honest,
Both.
to be
It's
honest,
two questions.
if you
I
restrict
can
the
answer
factory-
super quickly.
No, wait, I want him.
Okay,
If
if
you-
you're
if
willing,
Okay,
and
Magnus.
play anti.
See you, man.
But
Oh,
because I'm gonna play anti. But the next card to unrestrict after recall is Wheel of Fortune, and the next card to unrestrict.
No, the draw
No,
7s you
two
can never
restrict.
unrestrict, never.
two restrict.
Two restrict after factory is probably Tome.
Yeah.
And to
Like,
unrestrict
it's the only
probably-
option.
No,
It's the
we have
only
two.
option.
Oh, play anti. Win, Magnus, win.
Basically,
Okay, and you got.
the point is, if you're
No, no.
with
Keep
a
it
restriction,
super short.
Okay, cool. Super short means like the only option you have to, like, let's say, make the deck a little weaker is the tome. If you don't want to
Okay.
restrict the
No,
factory.
no,
It's
not
the only
done.
option.
No, okay. You said unrestrict factory. Or
Restrict factory,
restrict factory.
unrestrict recall.
No, we restrict factory.
Yes.
What is the next card to restrict?
Okay, I would say it might be the tome.
My top. Okay. Now we've unrestricted recall.
Yes.
What is the next card?
What is the next card? Let me see. You could definitely not the strip mine. It could be. Let me think. It's not that easy. Probably it's the workshop.
Workshop.
Probably
Okay.
it's the workshop.
That's what I wanted.
Oh,
Just a
okay.
quick answer.
Clear, quick answer. okay?
Exactly. We're not going to have a deep discussion with the chat.
I know.
Of course, we're not.
You know the funny thing I wanted to say, like, since 2 months I'm streaming the game Hearthstone on Twitch, and it's totally unusual to be here for something else on Twitch. This is now I'm here for old school. That's so awesome.
Can't twist that one. Alban, no. Hug.
Hug.
Alban. Amazing.
Feels great to be world champion now. Feels awesome, man.
It is amazing. Alban Lothar, the World Championship of Old School
Guys,
Magic.
see you soon.
2018. The first year a non-Swede takes it. It's Germany. Now, I will put on the table. Maybe people will play, maybe not. If you continue to watch.
Gordon, do you need a picture of my deck?
No,
No?
I'm not.
I'm
not doing anything.
That's good.
I just want to play. Yeah, actually, I just want to play.
You want to play some games?
Yeah, I want to play against one of the Twitchen brothers from UK, and then Dominic.
Dominic went home, so you're gonna have to play me instead of him. He's too drunk.
Like everyone says, he drinks. He's the master of old school because he can party all night long. No, he's like 5 hours before me.
That dude slept at least an hour and a half more than I did, and I'm still out. He's gone, so I think we should play some games.
You get a hug.
All right.
And thanks again for the big see you tomorrow at College Tournament. I hope so. Otherwise,
You won because I.
We see you tomorrow.
Okay, it's pretty close. It's a little bit twisted. So you wanna no, a little bit the other. You wanna twist it round. It's not. Hang on. Oh, no, I can't lift it. So just get your camera like this. Yeah, that's good. It's okay. It's okay. Oh. You don't get any better than that. I think
We're commentating, evidently.
we don't really know what to press and stuff. Might somebody do that? I don't know if we actually have any sound or anything like.
Allegedly, something is happening. I see Twitch chat. No drunk finals now. Anime dead. I don't know what's going on. I'm Hunter.
Okay, I'm Scott Latham. Hi, Hunter.
I'm from the US. Where are you from, Scott?
I'm from the UK. I'm from London. We've got Gordon playing. Who is Gordon playing?
Gordon is playing Elliot from the Beasts of the Bay, West
I
Coast.
know this fucking piece of shit software.
Yeah,
because I run the stream and go.
You're in
What
two.
is live?
So
Yeah.
this is round. Let's go.
This is
Match
round 4 in
two.
the morning.
Right now we got all of us here. Now this is let's just talk about the table they're sitting at, which Drunk Gordon is smashing.
I think Danny Friedman sold that to Magnus, and that's a very old and rare playmat.
No, it's the original Castle Brain playmat, which was a table built by the owner of Castle Brain who made Spellground.
It's an old one.
Yeah, it's a really old one. Is anyone still watching? Please comment now.
If you can hear us, please comment. Because we're looking forward to seeing Elliot and Gordon. I love the. It's nice to see that old playmat being treated with the respect of Magic cards and 2 beer cans as well.
Drinks on the table. You're damn right.
Excellent. I'm pleased that you can hear.
Did Alban?
Oh, we can't hear you.
And we can hear. They're not drunk. Is anyone there not drunk? No. Everyone.
Where are you? Yep. That's right.
Are you streaming?
Evidently, this is live. Things are happening.
We're trying to.
Read.
Somebody says they can hear. Yeah, we definitely can be heard. That's great to hear.
Wood Elemental can hear us. They're shuffling up. We're getting ready. Speak louder. I will talk closer to the mic. Mic test? Hey, can you hear us? I have no idea.
Okay, so the winning deck of NoobCon, it was basically a blue-white deck splashing black for Demonic Tutor and Mind Twist. So basically, it's not the deck; it's a blue-white deck splashing black, and it beat blue-red Counterburn in the final. Ollie Rada was playing blue-red Counterburn, and he lost.
I have no idea what's going on. People say they can't hear. Some people say it's loud. I don't even know what that is. Shouting, please. Thanks, drunkies. I don't know if I can talk.
Okay.
Resolving mulligans, I think. One, two, three, four, five, six. Lotus Fork Fireball. Spry to the bottom. That looks like a turn 1 library.
If it does. If Gordon is playing, he's going to be playing blue-red, surely. I've never seen him play anything else.
I don't care what you're playing. Turn 1 library, I've heard, is
You
good.
can definitely post your votes on who's going to knock over a beer first. That's definitely right. It's only a £2,000 table.
Is anyone actually commenting on this stream?
No, we're totally commentating. Like, there's things happening, I swear
They're
it.
all going like, why is Gordon sitting going, on the original?
Some people say louder, some people say they're trolling. I have no idea, but we've got two Hypnotic Spectre off Lotus.
We have no idea if we can.
Oh,
they can even hear
serious
us.
commenting on these guys.
There's things happening.
Yeah.
Turn 1 library, Nambo combo with Lotus. And
Yeah, that
Moxie
is a
in
tiger.
hand.
That is for sure a tiger.
There's a ruby out there. Lotus, cracked for something. Things are happening.
Gordon is playing green. This is quite out of character.
This is not Albin Lauter from Germany. This is Gordon from...
Why is it saying...
Where's Gordon from?
Gordon is from Stockholm.
Gordon is from
Gordon is a
Stockholm.
local Stockholm boy.
Okay,
Sound is fine, but everyone is yelling.
OBS.
It's really because we're all drunk and we're being told to shout louder. So it's bound to happen.
The Lotus vet. What happened with the Lotus? It's gone.
Where is it? There. And
Good enough. Ali Rod. No, it's not him. Or Ula.
it's not.
What's Elliot's surname? We
Yeah,
should put it
that's
in.
Elliot from Beast from the Bay.
Elliot. Put in Elliot.
Not some American. Okay. So, yeah.
Beast from the Bay.
That's not long enough. Elliot Beast.
Yeah, that works.
Elliot.
Those drinks, so
Drink-
close to Mox's.
Drinks being close to Mox's is not unusual in an old
there we
school
are.
tournament.
Elliot's
It's
a
par
beast.
for the course.
They're white border
Nothing-
Mox's.
Nothing to
Louder.
worry about.
Well, it's pretty loud.
It's loud. Those are
I think
Turn
Turn your fucking volume up, mate.
loud.
this is
White border.
well. Meanwhile, back in the game, it's still 20 life all. There's no actual damage been done here. It's just trading. Is this the first damage? It is. Mishra's factory has got in.
I hear like there's noise coming out of this.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just cardboard. It's pretty expensive cardboard, but you don't see as many spillages as you thought. I thought in a day at NoobCon, with all these cards and all these drinks, there were bound to be a few beers go spilling, but they're not. People are very good. They're just used to playing Magic with expensive cards being very drunk. I think that's all it is.
It's only gentlemen here. I'm still not sure where the Lotus went.
Oh, he's
Bizarre Baghdad, always exciting.
I saw a Bizarre Baghdad Reanimator deck recently. I don't know if Gordon is playing some Reanimator. Hunter, you obviously people can hear you. I have this horrible feeling that people are drinking. There's a lot of.
Wait, is Norwalk, Connecticut? Black Lotus Mage, you representing the CT? I don't even know.
So I don't know what drink these guys have got. There's been all sorts of weird beers here, but there's not a lot left in the bar. After about 14 hours of old school Magic, there's very few beers left. So we're drinking gluten-free beer. We're drinking whatever beers they've got. We've got them.
Whatever kind of freaky dietary restriction
And,
you've got, that's what we're down to here at NoobCon 10.
Surely nobody spilled beer on the Chaos Orb puzzle. I can't believe it.
Oh, Black Lotus Mage is a buddy of mine that I play with down in Norwalk. He's from my home store. We're just connecting everybody here at NoobCon tonight.
It feels a little late for Fastbomb in this particular game. With Gordon just on 5 life now, that is too little too late.
We're on to game 2.
I don't know if he has any enchantment removal. He might have a disenchant hiding in there. He could be splashing it. I played somebody who was playing Fastbomb combo earlier, and they had all sorts of one-offs.
There were several. There was a troop of people playing Fastbond combo with
Yeah.
Lich, and I ran into 2 of them in various mirrors. But I don't think that's what we're looking at tonight. But who knows? I've seen some brews. I lost too many games to be in the winning bracket, so.
Well, that's very lucky. If that really is true that the Chaos Orb puzzle had beer spilled on it, that would be a sad times if that happened.
I would hope not. There was a pretty good open tonight. I don't know if it was on the stream or not, but somebody in one of the Easter eggs got an unopened pack of Arabian Nights.
An unopened pack of Arabian Nights.
An unopened pack of
That
Arabian
is an
Nights.
exciting present in the Easter present.
It was then cracked on camera for a Gem Mint Pack Fresh Urnham Gin.
Oh, that's nice. That would be one of my dreams. Like if I won some money, I think I'd be going out there and buying unopened packs of Beta and Arabian Nights and just opening them to see what I get.
Just to do it once.
I would. What would you want to open if you opened a pack of Arabian Nights, Hunter? What would you want? What's your dream card to open?
The easy answer is library, because I'd take it to an old school event and get it signed, and then have a signed up library. But If not library, then a Juzam.
Yeah,
It's,
I would take a Juzam Gin, I think, because it would be so nice to play with a Juzam Gin that I'd opened myself. That would be pretty cool.
It's very hard to play with old school cards that you've opened, and I've only managed to snag a few commons, but it still means a lot. So a card like Juzam, just to be able to play with something that you opened is always a treat.
So Gordon's disappeared. I don't know where he's gone. He stood up out of his seat. Come on, Gordon.
Probably a bathroom break.
I do feel Gordon's pink jacket has added a lot to this event. He looks like he's a game show host. We really need to put Gordon on TV. If you think we've been shouting on the stream, Gordon has been shouting at the top of his voice for most of today. He's made the most of any announcement he had to make.
Our worst case scenario is that we switch to some of these other matches because I came to play Sweet Magic cards and talk about Sweet Magic cards. Co-host is looking for our match.
It is. Legit, it's a bathroom break.
We're just on a bathroom break, folks. There's been a lot of IPAs here this evening.
We would cut to commercials, but we don't have any. So
No, sponsored by the players.
in the meantime, Hunter, how did you do today? How's it?
I won at least one match. At some point, we just stopped playing Magic, but I won at least one match.
That's great. What were you playing today?
A mono white lich.
Mono white lich? That doesn't.
I played 2 lich and a demonic tutor, and that was the black, and everything else was white. I got a match with it though. It got there once.
Gordon's not throwing up. He's just going to be like brushing the dust off his pink jacket. He's got a plastic blue carnation thing on it as well. He's probably going to just refresh that.
We've still got a few of us, so stay tuned. I think it's a pretty reasonable hour in the States. It's like 4 in the morning here, but we're still going strong. So if you ever get the chance to come out to n00bcon and you love old school Magic, I suggest you do it. Oh man.
I hope Elliot isn't looking at anything too dodgy on his phone here. If Elliot realizes this, if Elliot's like texting his wife or girlfriend here, he's live on stream doing this.
We are not the NSA. We are not securing images. Don't look at Elliot's phone. Elliot is playing out of San Francisco. There's a few other beasts from the Bay here. There was a pretty good representation from the States at n00bcon 10. And a pretty good representation from all of Europe.
Yeah, there was. We were delighted. We had the first non-Swedish winner. We had from Germany. We had a British guy in the top 8, which we were delighted about. So
Deutschland, über alle.
That's what it is today.
Deutschland are taking the shark. I think.
So Elliot's now gold fishing, is he? What is that? What's going on here? I'd love it if Elliot doesn't realise he's on camera now still and just goes and has a look at Gordon's